Zebras look incredibly similar to horses. They're about the same size. They belong to the same animal family. And at first glance, it seems like humans should have domesticated them the same way we domesticated horses. So why didn't we? Why did horses become one of the most important animals in human history, while zebras remained wild? In this video, we'll break down the surprising behavioral differences between horses and zebras, why zebras are so difficult to control, and why one became a reliable partner for humans, while the other never did. And if you enjoy learning the hidden reasons behind everyday things, consider subscribing and let us know what we should cover next. At first glance, zebras seem like they should be easy to domesticate. They look incredibly similar to horses. They're roughly the same size. They belong to the same animal family. And humans have successfully domesticated horses for thousands of years. So why not zebras? The answer comes down to one major difference: temperament. While horses evolved in ways that made them easier for humans to work with, zebras evolved in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The African savanna is full of predators: lions, hyenas, crocodiles. For zebras, survival depended on reacting quickly and aggressively. That shaped their behavior over thousands of years. Zebras are extremely alert, highly reactive, and much more unpredictable than horses. If a zebra feels threatened, its first instinct is not cooperation, it's survival. And unlike horses, zebras are known to bite, kick, and fight very aggressively, even toward each other. In fact, zebra kicks are powerful enough to seriously injure predators like lions, and their bites can be extremely dangerous. That kind of aggression makes domestication incredibly difficult, because domesticated animals need more than physical strength. They also need the right social behavior. Horses evolved with a herd structure that humans could work with. They naturally follow social hierarchies. That made it easier for humans to become the leader of the group. Zebras are different. Their social behavior is much less cooperative toward outsiders, and they tend to panic more easily. That's another major problem. Domesticated animals need to remain relatively calm around humans, especially under stress. But zebras are extremely difficult to control once frightened, and since they evolved around constant danger, they scare easily. That makes them unreliable for riding or heavy work. Now, technically, zebras can be tamed to some extent. There have been cases where individual zebras were trained or ridden, but taming and domestication are not the same thing. Taming means an individual animal learns to tolerate humans. Domestication happens over many generations. It involves selectively breeding animals for traits like calmness, cooperation, and predictability. That process worked very well with horses. But with zebras, the traits humans needed simply weren't there in the same way. And there was another problem. Humans already had horses. By the time people encountered zebras in Africa, horses were already doing the job extremely well. So there was little reason to spend generations trying to domesticate an animal that was more dangerous, more aggressive, and harder to control, especially when a better alternative already existed. And over time, that difference became even larger. Humans continued breeding horses to become calmer, stronger, and easier to work with, which made horses even more useful and zebras even less practical by comparison. So while zebras and horses may look similar on the outside, their behavior evolved in very different ways. One became a reliable partner for humans, the other became a survivor built for constant danger, and that difference changed history. Because without domesticated horses, human civilization would have developed very differently. Travel, farming, trade, warfare, all depended heavily on horses for thousands of years. Zebras simply weren't suited for that role, not because they weren't strong enough, but because their instincts made cooperation nearly impossible. So the next time you see a zebra and wonder why humans never domesticated them like horses, the answer isn't really about appearance, it's about behavior. One evolved to work with a herd, the other evolved to survive predators at all costs. And those instincts are still visible today. This has been Questions Answered. Thanks for watching.